What's up, guys? This is Travis. I'm out here at the grapple assembly area at the Everything Attachments factory, and we're here with a cylinder off of a Wicked 55 grapple. Had a guy that his was leaking, you know, not a drippy leak or anything, but had residue all over the barrel. It could have developed into a worse leak, but as long as you stay on top of these things with some maintenance, yours should not leak. And me and Kevin here, we're going to, well, mainly Kevin, but I'll show you. We're going to show you what you can do if yours does develop a leak with some residue around it. So he'll show you. This is, we unpinned it from a grapple. And the main thing to keep in mind before you start messing with it is make sure there's no pressure on your lines, or things will get messy in a hurry. So you can probably do this with the bottom still attached to the grapple, pinned on, and just take the top off. I guess it just depends on what kind of tools you have or what it takes to keep it steady. So as you can see, he just took that cross bolt, loosened it on the clevis, and it just screwed right off of the rod pretty easily there. Now he's just taking off these tie rods around the barrel of the cylinder. So this is, I'm not really any sort of hydraulics expert myself, and I know a lot of you guys are not either, but really it's a simple process. So he just tapped that off there, and now he's going to screw this clevis back on. So once that clevis is tightened, that cross bolt there is tightened, and it won't be able to turn anymore. That's another thing to just keep a monitor on, is make sure that cross bolt on your grapple stays tight as well, because if that comes loose, you know, it can unthread. So you hear that pop off there, and can skip threads if it gets really loose. So some Loctite works good to keep that from happening. So, you know, guys, we always clean our tractors off periodically, and, you know, spray them off, use the air gun in places like this. You know, that seal, when you're cleaning your tractor, just kind of, you take a rag, get around that seal, or blow it off, just to keep that, you know, it's just the nature of the beast. You're out there digging and grubbing, that's just dirt and residue is gonna gather there. So what he did, I wasn't really paying attention, but I was showing it, is he took that nut off the end there and just pulled that seal off. So right here, there's the seal in question. So when we cleaned this thing yesterday, it just had just nasty grit and grime all the way around that seal. And I'll share the video that Ted made yesterday when he cleaned that off. And also, you can flip it around, and this particular one, it gotten so bad, it had it up underneath there too. So, you know, just keep those things clean. It won't contaminate your tractor's hydraulic system either. So just a good, easy maintenance. And chances are, if you keep it clean, just pay attention to the area, you'll not need to resort to doing all this. But if you do, I think a little hands-on here will be helpful for you guys. And, you know, with all the grapples we've had out in the field, we've never really thought about the maintenance that guys should be performing. And you know, I don't see it anywhere else out there, and I watch and read grapple stuff every day, most of my work day, off and on. So also, if you see, he's in this vise here, he doesn't have it on the rod, he has it on this clevis, so it's tightened up, the rod can't move. But if you clamp on this clevis, I mean on the rod, with pliers or a vise, just make sure you use a rag. But really, it gets a better grip on that clevis if you have it good and tight, so you can tighten back up that nut. You can use an impact to take that nut off. It can get pretty tight, but like Kevin just did, I would reinstall it manually, just for healthier for that rod and that nut. So all he's doing is just reinstalling and tapped on the seal back on. I just put the nuts back on those tie rods. Once he tightens those back up, it'll be ready just to pin back on your grapple, reinstall your hydraulic hoses if you did take those off. Just it'll be a good idea to put a bucket or pan or something down when you're taking this apart, because if it's been used, then obviously it'll get a little messy. But like I said, most importantly to begin with, just make sure there's no pressure. And when you're putting this clevis back on, you know, just pay attention to where it was threaded to begin with. Just reinstall it back to that point. So he removed the clevis so he could get to those. And just put it back on to where it was when you took it off. Tighten up that cross bolt there. Like I say, Loctite's not a bad idea, but just this maintenance, if it's already leaking, and keep that seal clean, just try to prevent it from leaking, and your grapple should be ready to eat in a wicked way from now on. We appreciate you joining us. Hope you learned from this. Just give us a call, email, questions, comments. Appreciate the support, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna head back up, share this to Facebook. Like I say, I'll also share the video Ted made with the dirty one yesterday. Got a nice batch of Wicked 55s. Wicked 60s, Wicked 66s going through the factory here. Getting ready for some paint there. Appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to us. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving, great long weekend. Take care. Travis out.